Hey everyone, this is Jiggy and welcome to Geek Speak. Initially, I didn't know what Geek Speak would be about, but now I'm thinking that I feature some guys week in and week out and just talking about geeky things. And this week, we're gonna talk about Batman, dahil malapit na yung Lego Batman movie in less than 2 weeks, a little over 2 weeks. And I didn't want to sound like a pure Marvel fanboy. I also like Batman. So today we have Mr. Paolo Ollero of The Dark Knight PH. Paolo, thank you very much
Hi guys, hi
for
JD.
joining. Okay, first question. To those who don't know, I think you're the biggest Batman fan in the Philippines. If
I'm
not
not
the biggest,
claiming it,
one
yeah.
of the biggest. Dahil I met Paolo in Comic Con last year, and we were invited to talk about
Collecting
comics. And siguro the guys at Comic Con wanted a DC guy and a Marvel guy. I don't know, but yun, people don't know that I'm also a Batman fan. Primarily, Super Friends growing up. on
Okay,
TV.
the animated series.
Yeah, yung Hanna-Barbera pa. But, sorry, later na yung pag-uusapan natin. But Paolo, why did you start The Dark Knight PH, for those who don't know?
One is because we wanted to do something different. Like if you follow the group, you see our events. It has a charity aspect to it.
Okay.
So that's the whole concept about
And
Dark
your,
Knight PH.
your next charity event, I'm assuming, will be the Lego Batman.
Yes, yes.
So baka you want to invite the people muna.
Yeah, if you want to watch a Lego Batman movie with fans, Lego builders, and Batman fans, it's the best fan screening event so far.
So when this will be when?
February 11.
And where can they get tickets?
They can get tickets at Comic Odyssey, Galleria, BGC,
And any of the
Collectibles.
Comic Odyssey.
Yeah,
How much
yeah.
tickets are selling for?
500 pesos each.
Okay, and it goes to charity.
Yep.
So guys, if you want to watch the Lego Batman movie with fellow Batman fans and even Lego fans, go see it and donate to charity as well. You know, it's fun when you watch with fellow fans.
Yes, iba yung experience.
Iba talaga yung experience. For example, you watch a regular Star Wars showing and then a long time ago,
Yes.
you'd be the only one cheering. But if you watch with fellow fans,
You see lightsabers.
yeah, siguro the best fan screening I attended was Civil War
Okay.
last year in SM also. We were invited by Disney, so ayun, grabe, as in, iba talaga pag
It's a different
you're
experience.
with fellow fans next to you. So, to all the Batman fans and Lego fans, please do support the movie sponsored by The Dark Knight.
And, the proceeds goes to PGH,
Okay.
Pediatric Cancer Institute.
So, kasama rin, you also go there. Do you dress up as Batman?
No, not yet,
Okay.
but we're planning to.
Okay, cool. So, sige Paolo, how did you start loving Batman?
I hated Batman growing up.
Huh?
I was a Spider-Man fan.
Oh, like me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because you know how, diba, our generation, when we were born, our parents would buy newspapers.
Yes.
Yung dad ko kasi is a doctor. So
Okay.
it was after his duty, then wala na nagbebenta ng newspapers. Fortunately, we live in Cubao,
Okay.
right beside Phil Bars.
Oh, okay.
So yun, he went inside, got the first book.
Which was?
First appearance of Tim Drake, Batman. Batman 442, I think.
Okay.
So he got that as parang remembrance sa day ng that I was born.
Oh.
So that was it. That was the start.
But you weren't named Tim or Bruce.
No. No, he was banking on the Batman 89 movie. So he thought it was the biggest thing. So Batman was the biggest thing back then.
Okay.
So he got the first Batman book.
So you're born 89.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Year of Tim Burton's Batman. Okay, so Spider-Man fan first.
Yes,
But
Spider-Man.
when did the love for... Is it because of your dad?
No, actually, my love for Batman started with Mask of Phantasm.
Okay, we'll talk about
Yeah,
it. But I
later.
think it's the best... If you talk about the best Batman movie ever, I will have to say it's Mask of the
Yes,
Phantasm.
actually.
Which was 1990, what? 2, 3, 4...
97, I think.
97
Or
naman?
94. Something like that.
I think it's the let's just say mid-90s. Okay, ako naman when I really got into Batman was with Batman the Animated Series, which we'll talk about. I used to read the Wizard magazine. Tapos parang I saw this like simple drawing. It was the Bruce Timm Batman. Oh, it's a cartoon. It's not those campy Super Friends, the blue Batman. No, it was the black and gray.
Yep.
And then yellow insignia. And,
very
cool.
brooding, very dark and
so
different.
I got into it. We were on vacation then. I saw it on TV. And when we got back, ABS-CBN brought it. I remember it was 7 p.m. or 7:30 p.m. on ABS-CBN.
Okay.
Batman the Animated Series. But there were times na we'd have to go have a haircut after nobody want to watch Batman. Yun. That's how I like Batman. But I never read the comics, mind you. My first Batman comic was actually I think it was 6 to 7. Patapos na yung Hush nun eh.
Okay, so after Jim Lee and Jeff Loeb.
Jim Lee, Jeff Loeb. Wizard would rank number 1 comic.
Yeah.
Bakit? Because wala pang mga newsarama nun eh. Like all their news should come from Wizard. So, Batman, number 1 kaya siya. It's Jim Lee.
Yeah.
X-Men guy. So, yun lang na I read the issue na I think the cover was red tapos the bones of Jason Todd. That was the cover of the Batman book I got. Tapos yun, I read Hush. After that, I read Year One, Long Halloween. Ayun, dire-diretso.
Most of the fans
but
started
all Batman.
with naman eh. With
and
Hush.
And Dark Knight Returns. I read all those key Batman ish. So, and because of the Adam West, the Super Friends, medyo familiar naman ako sa Batman mythology. So yun. But you, Paolo, what do you think of Batman the Animated Series?
I think it was great. Kasi actually, di ba, I was born 89, so I was 2 years old when it came out.
Okay.
I didn't know about it. I had no idea until I saw Mask of Phantasm.
In the movie? Did you see it in the movie house?
VHS.
VHS, okay.
Then I told my dad I wanted the animated series. I wanted to try the animated series.
Okay.
Eh,
which is actually a good starting point kasi origin ni Batman yung Mask of the Phantasm. So after that, you got the VHS of the...
No, we weren't able to buy the VHS. It was only in the early 2000s.
Okay.
Nung nagkaroon na ng VCD.
Of Batman the Animated Series.
Yeah.
So
doon na nag-start.
Did you binge watch on those shows?
I did. But mostly in the first half of the entire run. Like, I think the Demon Quest, hanggang Demon Quest lang. After Demon Quest, I can't remember. I can't recall it. I've seen the other.
With Batman the Animated Series kasi, I think that Kevin, the voice casting was spot on. Yes. Andrea Romano cast Kevin Conroy, Mark Hamill. And I think, was it Dana Delaney pa for Andrea Belmont nung Mask of the Phantasm? Yeah. So, all-star yung mga superstars na mga kinuha na. But I think it was Kevin Conroy who really brought that brooding Batman. And the Bruce Wayne that you see in the cartoons, you have this strong jaw. And ayun, so I really liked it. So, favorite episode of Batman the Animated Series?
Probably, Beware of the Grey Ghost.
I was about to say the same. Beware the Grey Ghost. Because here's a guy who looked up to his hero.
Yes, and exactly the
same with me. Yes. Beware the Grey Ghost. And I know that Mondo, the poster company, had these lines of Batman the Animated Series by episode. And alam ko yung unang nawala nun was Beware the Grey Ghost.
Oh, okay.
Which is pretty good. But the ones that also stuck with me were the Clayface episodes.
Okay.
And Two-Face. Two-Face kasi you could see
the transformation.
In transformation, Bruce tried to rescue Harvey and wala talaga eh.
Yeah.
And do you recall this scene na you'd see the face of Harvey tapos biglang tumingin siya and then sira na yung with the lightning and thunder.
Was that yung pagkatanggal ng bandage?
Yes. Which was pretty good, and I don't think you'll ever get another type of cartoon like that. and when it comes to superheroes, is spot on. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to watch the new Batman Adventures. Now, did you watch?
No.
No, also.
No.
They still have the VCDs.
No, I can't find it na eh.
It's hard.
But-
And I'd love to watch Batman the Animated Series
Mhm.
all over again.
I have season 1 and 2 on iTunes.
Okay, cool. So it's on iTunes if you
Yeah.
want to watch. I was also wondering, did you see this parang throwback siya eh. They found the actual storyboard for the opening credits of Batman.
Yeah.
Who was the one who posted it again?
I don't know. I forgot.
Was it Bruce Timm or...
No, it wasn't them. Because I think he shared the post.
And then when you look at the boards, the panels, you can't help but hum in your head yung theme ni Danny Elfman. So yun. What's also cool about Batman the Animated Series, parang you don't have to watch it religiously.
Yes, you don't have to start from the beginning.
Similar with Friends, siguro.
Yeah.
You can, but like Justice League Unlimited also, but merong overlapping theme din siya towards the end. But what else? What other episodes? I remember the Christmas episode, yung kumanta si
Joker.
Yeah. Jingle Bell.
Yep.
Bell.
So start.
Yeah.
Then he was able to escape Arkham Asylum with
Yes.
the Christmas tree.
And I think it's with Batman the Animated Series also that you really get introduced to the different rogues.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hindi ko kilala, who's the Mad Hatter? I didn't know who he was.
Okay.
What's the name of the ventriloquist? What's the name of yung dummy?
Scarface.
Scarface. Yun, so I didn't know who they were. And then si Clock King. Like, who's this Clock King guy?
Clock King is he's a villain of Green Arrow, I think.
So talagang nilagay nilang
Yeah.
And then, first time I was introduced to Clayface, Killer Croc, and ayun, Mr. Freeze was also pretty cool dahil cold guy.
He was reinvented.
Yes. Which was also scary dun sa part, the new Batman Adventures, because do you remember Pretorius from The Mask? Yung bagay, he's a head and then nagiging spider, then yung head lang.
Okay, yeah.
Mr. Freeze was like that sa... Question, related ba yung Batman the Animated Series with the new Batman Adventures? Is it
I don't think so.
So it's a separate universe siya.
I'm considering it as a separate universe.
So the Batman we see in Justice League and Justice League Unlimited was from the new Batman Adventures.
Most probably.
Because of the gray, wala nang yellow yung... Okay. Which is pretty sad that we didn't get to see the new Batman Adventures until I remember I was working na Studio 23 was having those reruns of the new Batman Adventures, but we never got to see it. Okay, favorite villain from Batman the Animated Series?
Man-Bat.
Man-Bat, why?
Yeah.
It's
very, his character is very, for me, it's very deep.
Because, sorry, please refresh my memory. Ano bang origin ni?
Leatherwings, parang Kirk was just a scientist, parang trying to perfect this chemical. He wanted to evolve into a bat. Kasi he
wanted
thinks,
to, okay.
I think from what I recall, he thinks that the bat is the highest
form of species. And,
yeah.
Okay.
So it was deep for me kasi the first episode was Leatherwings. Because he wanted to perfect the chemical, the serum. Then his next appearance was yung parang wife naman niya yung nakakuha nung chemical thing. So yung wife niya nag-change into
woman
a she-bat. Something like that. The whole premise behind that episode was he wanted to change. He wanted not to rely on that serum. So for me, parang iba kasi, like other people would say, diba, Mr. Freeze because of yung episode niya with Nora. Diba? Yung drive niya was to find a cure for Nora.
Yeah.
But for, Man-Bat, he wanted to cure himself
And not the wife.
And at the same time, he wanted to prove na he's a better person to his wife.
Ah.
So for me, you know,
So the
growing
name of
up,
the episode is Leatherwings.
Leatherwings was the first one. The second one, I can't recall the ano eh. Basta it's
Okay.
the wife naman who transformed into a she-bat.
Did you get the action figures, those new ones?
I wanted to get the man-bat. Ang
Kasi
ganda
malaki siya eh,
nun.
di ba?
Yeah, ang
Mahaba
ganda.
rin yung wingspan niya. But I saw I think it was Phil Bars who posted it, yung unboxing of the Batwing.
Mhm.
That thing is huge.
Yeah.
And then I saw people naman posting on Facebook na centerpiece niya sa dinner table yung Batmobile.
Yeah, okay.
So it was pretty cool that his wife allowed him to put
It's very big, the toy
the Batmobile.
toy line ng Batman
It's not for
animated.
kids. And
Yeah.
you'd have these extra parts na
Very small.
And
And
I
a lot
saw-
of very small parts.
you can buy a Batman with several facial expressions.
Yes.
Astig din yun. Yeah, but those toys are the new toys are really I find them expensive
Mhm.
compared to our time. I remember action figures cost 349 pesos.
Okay.
Na.
Oh.
Now it's times 4. It's 131415. Yun. Favorite characters other than the villains?
Other than villains.
Are you more of a Dick Grayson or a Tim Drake?
No,
guy?
actually, I was a Red Hood fan.
Oh.
Jason
But Red
Todd.
Hood never appeared in...
Never, he didn't. So, parang watching the series, it was always Batman. I didn't like the episodes na wala si Batman or Batman wasn't the main.
Well, were there episodes?
Yeah, I think there were 3 episodes. One was, I think, if I can recall it.
Oh, wait. Yung detectives lang, tama ba? Yung Bullock and-
In 3 stories.
Yeah.
Then there was another one when Untitled Chapter was the man who killed Batman. Something like that. So, I didn't like those episodes.
Okay.
Some of the writers liked it. Parang I read an article saying na these artists, these writers from DC likes this
Paul
episodes.
Dini was the guy who wrote most of the
most of the
episodes.
episodes.
Were there, if you can help me recall, are there comic book writers now who wrote before for BTAS?
Actually,
Meron ba?
no, I can't remember. Because even back then, I didn't give emphasis on the writers, artists, even the
As
comics.
kids, na parang
As kids.
papanoorin mo lang yung...
Just watch the movie, watch the series, watch the movie, read the books. Tapos.
Were you into... Okay, we're moving on. No? Batman Beyond. Did you like it?
I wasn't a fan of Terry.
Wow! Okay.
Yeah.
Ako naman, I like Batman Beyond for the mere fact that I think he was you could see a little bit of Spider-Man in him. That they wanted to, if I can say, Spiderize Batman. You have this young kid, has problems also.
I think the concept behind that was, diba, Spider-Man 2099.
99. But I didn't like the fact that here, on the way to meeting you, I was recalling, it was called Batman of the Future here in the Philippines. Pero, can't Filipinos understand Batman Beyond? Batman of the Future, even the VCDs, Batman of the Future, this is Batman Beyond. No, but I'm a Terry McGinnis fan. So, you didn't like... I'm assuming you didn't like Epilogue from Justice League Unlimited, wherein...
I watched it.
So,
Yeah,
thoughts?
Okay lang.
Natatay niya si Bruce Wayne.
Hindi, parang for me talaga, if I look at Batman, it's always Bruce Wayne. So the concept of having another character wear the cape and cowl.
So, you didn't like the detective comics of Snyder and
Dick
Jock? Yeah, Grayson.
No.
Black
I
Mirror.
like the story. I like
Okay,
the story.
okay.
I didn't like Dick Grayson as Batman.
So, for you, Bruce Wayne lang talaga si Batman.
Hindi ko matanggal sa mindset ko.
Okay, let's
It's
talk
hard,
about
it's
Bruce
hard.
Wayne. Who do you think is the perfect girl for Bruce?
Catwoman, Selena Kyle. Always.
Always. Because...
Grabe. Grabe. I mean, perfect sila eh. They both have, a different persona.
Yeah.
One, then they complement each other. One's a hero, one's a villain,
Okay.
/ hero sometimes.
Okay.
Then the stories, grabe lang
I'm
talaga.
intrigued. Okay, so what was your stand on two things, no? Do you remember Batman Beyond Return of the Joker?
Mm-hmm.
It was implied that Bruce and Barbara had a thing, diba? Thoughts.
Are we leading up to...
Killing Joke, yes. Kasi
Okay,
Paolo's wearing a Killing Joke t-shirt. Sige, go.
I find it weird. Okay, kasi one is, growing up, it's always Batman and
Robin, diba? Robin and Batgirl.
then also talking to Jim Gordon.
Yes.
So parang it's a, when you see them, parang you see your father talking to his friend.
Correct.
Then, for me, the way I see it, parang my father's friend brought his daughter. Parang ganun eh.
So Killing
parang
Joke.
It's... I like the movie, but
Except
I
for that
thought
part.
the first part was parang pampadagdag just to meet the 1 hour and 40 or 20-minute span.
Okay.
So I thought it was irrelevant. Parang pampatagal. I was bored actually. Pero seeing it sa on the laptop, movie, grabe talaga. Parang iba yung nabasa mo yung novel sa nakikita mo talaga.
Okay.
Panel by panel.
Yeah. No, can we talk about the controversial scene from the Killing Joke?
Rooftop.
Yeah, ayaw mo. Weird.
I don't like it, but at the same time, I think there's some logic into it. Kasi, Bruce Timm was the producer and everything about Batman, the animated series, and at the same time, siya rin producer and director for The Killing Joke. So, and di ba siya rin for the, Batman Beyond, Return of the Joker. So, I think it was logical that
So maybe
that he
Bruce
would bring...
Timm has this thing of...
yes, I think so.
Bruce and Barbara.
I think so. Because probably, if you're a writer, like, let's say Scott Schneider, dinadala niya parati yung creation niya, like Court of Owls. There's always that concept.
Okay.
So it's same thing,
Makes
I think.
sense. Makes sense. No, but for me, it was just weird because it's always been Dick and Barbara.
Yes.
Diba?
Oo.
And
to a certain extent, you can consider...
And see, also Alan Moore never... Did he confirm that did the Joker rape Barbara in The Killing Joke? Never.
No, he didn't.
But ako, I choose to believe that she wasn't raped.
Ako rin.
That the Joker was just meddling with Jim's mind and mental torture talaga. But...
Well, that's the concept of The Killing Joke, diba? He wanted to push Jim Gordon.
And see, Brian Bolland was the artist, diba? And those facial expressions wherein nagising na si Barbara sa hospital and then hugged Jim Gordon, that was really... Well, he captured those awesome facial expressions, pure terror and trauma from the Joker. And it's amazing how the Joker was depicted in a Hawaiian shirt, like tourist. You wouldn't think that he'd harm you, but yun eh. Okay. Back to Batman the Animated Series and Mask of the Phantasm. Why do you think it was such a good movie?
First, most of us were kids when we watched the Mask of Phantasm.
I remember meron sa mga noodles pa nun, may free Batman, whatever,
So back then, as kids, it was a big twist na yung with the Phantasm.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, with diba? Parang you'd never thought na she was the
Phantasm.
Yeah. So for me, that was a big twist. Yun yung nag-attract sa akin to the Batman series.
And it was cool when Batman was investigating and then, it can't be. Tapos, dinrawing niya yung smile sa isang guy that's Joker nga yung... And a question. Chucky Saul. Chucky Saul was the big guy ba? Tama? Your Angel of Death awaits.
Okay, yeah.
One of the mob guys. He died in the Phantasm, but he's still alive in... Yes. But, ayun, I like the part where they had to put the Joker in. They had to put good villain, great villain, and then supported by Mark Hamill's voice as the Joker.
So
It was
maganda rin na diversion.
it was a good Batman story.
Uh-huh.
You see that why that he did love someone.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
come he's not with another girl?
And I think that was the first movie that gave Bruce Wayne a choice. But it's either marry this person, have a
Or-
future with this
yeah.
person, or be the bad guy. I think that was
No,
the
but he
first
wanted
movie.
to get married.
Yeah. He chose it, ba? He chose the first one. Kaso,
It was the Joker's fault,
yes.
which gives another layer to
Uh,
Batman and Joker's relationship.
mm.
Okay. What else were the cool parts in that movie? He was a ninja, and then he couldn't strike fear to the bad guys. That's why he became Batman. And you'd also see a different side of. I think it was the first time I saw the fatherly side of Alfred
Okay.
when he was
Yeah.
consoling Bruce and when Andrea
With the relationship.
Oo. It's just, it was sad din siya eh. Na Batcave.
It was
Iniwan
sad,
lang
yeah.
yung locket and yeah.
Parang out of nowhere, you'd expect that at least kung magbe-break up sila, there was a,
Yeah.
it was gonna lead up to that. Pero with what happened with Bruce and Andrea, parang biglang something weird happened as well, nawala na lang siya eh.
Yeah. And then she left for Europe or something.
Mm-hmm.
That she just
To
wants to be alone.
hide from the mobs, I think.
Yeah, so guys, if you haven't seen Batman Mask of the Phantasm, shame on you. It's the best Batman movie ever. Download it. I don't know. Look for it in DVD or VCD, Blu-ray. Just watch it. Or sometimes it's shown on TV. Eh.
Yeah, I think.
Cinemax yata. And, yeah. Okay. Batman comic books naman, Paolo. I don't read Batman. I stopped ever since New 52. And Court of Owls. I read Court of Owls, but I think the last book I bought was issue 13, was Death of the Family ba?
Okay,
Death of the
start of
Family.
it, yeah.
Yeah,
Start
so
of
I
that.
stopped na there.
The one with
Now-
the mask, di ba?
Yes, now yung Rebirth, and for those who want to pick up Batman again, what would you recommend? So Rebirth.
Sir
Is it
Bird.
Detective Comics or Batman?
Still go with Batman.
And it's written by Tom King.
Tom King.
Okay.
Yeah.
Check out
Kasi
the trade.
with Batman, it's very simple. With Detective Comics, you have a lot of characters coming in, so it's hard to get by. But
Okay.
it has a very complicated story.
Sige. What else can we talk about? Lego.
There was a time when they brought up, Paul Dini wrote again for
Kasi there
DC
were,
Comics.
diba, na Batman the Animated Series in comic book version.
Yes.
With Paul Dini rin, diba?
Yeah.
But Paul Dini also wrote, was it Detective or Batman? I think I have those issues. I just forgot
I think Batman.
what he wrote about.
Batman. I think that was the one with Dustin Nguyen.
Okay. I remember.
I think Batman casebook, black casebook, something like that.
Okay.
Which was same concept with Batman the Animated Series. You have
Different stories.
different villains na may overlapping story.
Alright.
Something like that.
Okay, I have a question. What do you think of the sudden rise of the Harley Quinn bandwagon?
Grabe. Nag-start lang siya sa Batman the Animated Series.
Yeah.
Now, she's a franchise on her own.
Is there a Harley Quinn comic book?
There is. Then, actually, there's a Harley Quinn comic book. There's Harley Quinn Black book. Something like
Okay.
that. She has her...
And it's because of the animated series.
All because of the animated series.
And there are only a few characters who started out in cartoons that made it the transition from cartoon to comics. First one I remember was Firestar from Spider-Man and His
Okay.
Amazing Friends transition. And then Harley Quinn.
Early.
You have X-23.
Oh, nag-start
Extra,
siya
yeah.
sa...
X-Men Evolution.
Okay.
And one more. Chloe Sullivan from Smallville.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Made it to the comics. And wait, Diggle na rin yata from Arrow.
Mhm.
I think will be incorporated within the DCEU. If I'm not mistaken. So, Harley Quinn, we forgot to talk about this episode wherein Harley captures Batman.
Mhm.
And then Joker got mad because I'm the one who's supposed to kill Batman. And then it was Bruce revealed that no one's parang gotten this close to me.
Mhm.
Except for Harley was the closest to beating me.
Yeah.
But ayun, so all the more na you get respect for Dr. Harley Quinzel. And it was pretty cool then with Birds of Prey, the old TV show with Huntress, Oracle, and Black Canary. Canary yata. Yeah, bad show.
Yeah, very bad show.
But yun, the bad one, the bad guy in the series was Harley Quinn, which was pretty cool also. And I think the premise was, what if Batman and Catwoman had a kid, and then yun, si Huntress nga, quote unquote Huntress was the daughter of Batman and Catwoman, which is not true. Huntress is a different character altogether. Okay.
Grabe, if you think about Harley Quinn, she has her own statue line na ngayon eh.
Really?
Yeah. Di ba, right now, you have the Batman black and white.
So may Harley Quinn na rin.
There is a Harley Quinn black, red, and white. Or black, white, and red. Red, black, and white.
Okay.
She has her own line na.
No, kasi in Comic Con
She's
naman,
so big.
the most, parang, sa cosplay, the most dressed up character was, ang daming Harley. It was Harley versus Rey, Star Wars. Yun lang. Girls were either dressing up as Harley, and the movie hasn't shown by that time. Or Rey. Ayun, medyo nakakasukan na na sobrang daming Harley na I'm willing to bet that those people actually, have they watched Batman the Animated Series? I don't know. Sana they have. But my gut tells me no. They just like the costume. Okay. Ito, favorite Batman artist, who would you
Right
pick?
now?
Yeah. Or ever.
Ever is still Jim Amparo.
Best writer.
Hard. It's hard. Dennis O'Neil.
If you were to pick the best Batman story of all time. One lang. Ako, I'd say Hush. Hush would be my go-to Batman book.
Ako, it's Batman Strange Apparitions.
That's by who?
Steve Englehart. And iba-iba yung artist niya for
Which is
that.
an old book.
Yeah. It's an old book.
Hard to find the trade.
Very hard. The trades are very hard to find. And then, the singles, very hard to complete.
Strange Apparitions.
Yeah.
90s pa ba to? 80s?
No, 70s.
Oh, wow.
Uh-huh.
Mahirap na nga.
It actually has the same concept of Batman the Animated Series. You have a different
Like a villain of the
villains.
week, you know?
Yeah, tapos they have overlapping stories. The last part of Strange Apparitions.
So similar to Hush.
Yes.
Okay.
Last part of Strange Apparitions is an episode from the animated series, the Joker, the Laughing Fish. Yung he wanted to copyright the Laughing Fish, but then nung present niya sa IP office, the guys...
So that's why, I forgot about the laughing. In the action figure, Joker has a
Laughing fish.
Diba? Okay. It's a trivial question. For Batman the Animated Series, Joker has black hair, correct? Not green. It's black hair with green highlights. And I think that made him different. A better Joker. And then, for the new Batman Adventures, you'd have Joker na dot lang yung eyes niya.
Yeah.
Na hindi na... The yellow eyes and the yellow teeth were really scary.
Very
And then with Mark Hamill's voice, you can't get a better choice for voicing the Joker.
Mm-hmm.
And when I read the comics,
You try to
I
read
I
it.
I read it with Mark Hamill's voice, and then for Batman naman, it's Kevin Conroy's voice. There was a joke nga eh. If you read All Star Batman, and he was in the Batmobile scaring young Dick Grayson, try imagining Adam West in that dialogue with no, na I'm the Gotham Batman, na Adam West voice versus Kevin Conroy. I'm pretty sad about All Star Batman. Dahil I was really
Ito yung
excited
ano,
for
Jim
the
Lee.
announcement. It was Frank Miller returns and then drawn by Jim Lee. Tapos was this the DC version of the Ultimate Universe of Marvel? And then when I picked up All Star, ang ganda ng art. You had this nice variant cover pa na black and white na si
Yes.
Batman. Tapos,
Yes.
teka lang, it happened to
The story, you
what's
know?
the Black Canary in the
I think that was a time when Frank Miller was dealing with his cancer.
was it?
Yeah. So medyo, ano na siya?
And then there was it issue 8 or 10? Wait. There was a recall of All-Star Batman and Robin kasi there were
Yung, they
Was it
forgot to
was it
censor.
the P word or the C word?
I think it was a C.
That they had to remove.
I never had that book, the
All-Star.
uncensored one.
Okay.
So I never found out.
I think there were some stores that had it here.
Okay.
But only a few made it out. Kasi nga ni-recall.
Yeah.
But yun, it's different because back then we didn't have much news comics without the internet. It's just wizard. You need to wait monthly. Oh, what's new in the comic book world? Blah 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 blah. Now, every day there's chismis on Bleeding Cool, and it saddens me that comic book resources, I've unfollowed them. I think that their articles have
Nagiba na when they had a
changed
different
drastically, and yes, they had changed management. I wrote them, hindi naman hate mail, but puts all these listicles and this is the old Newsarama eh, na the transformation of Newsarama. And sad to say that I don't follow any comic book news na even Bleeding Cool, nag-deteriorate na rin yung so yun. But that's why I put you here. Like, what Batman stories can new readers or parang old DC guys can go back to? So Tom King.
Tom King.
Batman.
Tom King. Tsaka, grabe yung writing ni Tom King. It's very, it's trying to dissect the origin of the character, the psychology of the character.
And you're okay with that?
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I have a better appreciation now kay Batman, kay Catwoman, even with Bane. So there's a new aspect to the character.
Okay.
You'd think Batman was just this emo character na, oh, I lost my parents, I'm gonna avenge them. I promise upon your grave that I will avenge your death. Hindi. I mean, if I can spoil it right now, if I can talk about it right now, for the listeners that don't want to hear it,
See, I'll just mark
pause
it.
it na lang.
So go ahead. For the listeners, I'll put the minute timeline on when you can safely go back to non-spoiler. Sige, go.
No, with Tom King, iniba niya si Batman. Parang Batman is a self-inflicting character.
What?
Parang there was a time when he had doubts. Parang he was so depressed. He picked up a razor.
And slashed his wrist?
Yeah, he did. So
when he
parang,
was younger?
Yeah. So you get to see another aspect of Bruce Wayne. Why he had to be that person. Why he had to avenge his parents' death. What he had to go through to be a better person.
Okay. Do we see Ducard in these stages of the comic?
No, not yet. Not yet. I think Tom King is not gonna bring him back.
Okay.
Pero with Selena Kyle then, I think it's different because he gave a story behind the character. For him, the way he wrote Catwoman was yung parents niya left her purposely.
Okay.
Then she was taken in by the by the Wayne orphanage.
Okay.
So
Wow.
it was a good tie-up. Then the orphanage was torn down by some goons. Ganyan. So parang growing up, Selena Kyle was happy. Then when the orphanage was taken down,
Was happy?
she was happy.
That the orphanage was taken down?
No. Selena Kyle was happy during the
time.
when the orphanage was taken down. Parang she had a different view of the world. That's why.
So it's totally different from the Batman Returns Selena Kyle origin we saw back then. That kinagat siya ng mga cats.
Yes.
Kinagat siya ng cat powers. Okay.
And even prior to this story, parang wala pa ako nabasa about Catwoman's origin.
And who's drawing current Batman?
Actually, it has different artists. Lalo na with I Am Suicide, I think David Jordan picked up 2 issues. The rest haven't checked them pa.
Okay. I had a follow-up question about Selena Kyle. Oh, yes. Who's the father of Selena Kyle's kid? I remember an Adam Hughes cover, that pregnancy Catwoman. Who's the father?
Oh.
It's not Batman.
No. I don't think Actually, I don't know about that. I've seen the cover.
Yeah.
But I didn't follow up the...
She go to a sperm bank and I want a kid. Single
But
mom.
there was a story that, Dick Grayson slept with Selena Kyle.
Kailan?
There was an issue. I think it's Nightwing 52.
Continuity?
Yeah. Nightwing 52 pre-New 52.
That's weird.
But
Bloodhaven?
it's the same book that Selena had a dream that she married Batman. So it's all a dream sequence.
So, baka Bruce Timm nagsulat.
No.
Yes, issues with relationships.
So I'm still looking for that book. I had that before.
Pre-New 52.
Yeah,
Nightwing
so
issue.
it was 90s, I think.
Okay. Shout out to Jason Inocencio, who thinks that Nightwing is one of the best books currently of DC today.
After he told me that it was the best book, after Comic Con, I tried reading the Nightwing books that I bought from Comic Con this season. Shit, wow.
Sino nagsusulat?
Who's the writer? Forget the name.
Okay. So, Paolo, before we end, I wanted to ask, were there people in the page were there several topics that we forgot to discuss, or from your friends?
See, Mike.
Okay.
Mike told me something that he liked how the animated series was portrayed. Each episode was portrayed that it was like a mini movie.
Yeah, like a standalone.
Mm-hmm.
You can watch it as it
Tapos
is.
even Mondo, they have posters for every issue.
Yes. So, yeah. I think there's also Clay. I can't forget talaga the Clayface episode that he tried to rescue na, and then you'd have all these different Clay personalities na, ang galing he was an actor.
Yeah.
Na he's a good makeup artist ba siya, or basta one of those guys na and then nagpapakita he wants to be parang siyang Deadpool na I want to be handsome again.
Kasi prior to that, I think nagkaroon siya ng car accident. And then nasira yung face niya.
Didn't he fall into some yung parang substance na clay kaya
he was looking for a cure. Then he met Ronald. I forgot the name, but the last name is Daggett, who was working for the Wayne Enterprise.
See director Orson Krennic.
Yeah, same character from the Dark Knight Rises. Daggett was trying to bring down Wayne Enterprise.
Galing din. Okay.
So, ang galing no, kasi you'd see the influence of the animated series in comics, in the movies, in the toy line. Grabe.
Yeah, my basis kasi yun, if I were to enter a Batman test or quiz night. Ang stock knowledge ko on Batman would be animated series. Couple of comics, but yeah.
Other fans don't even notice it, but Batman Begins, first movie ni Nolan, a part of it was taken from the first episode of Scarecrow, the animated series.
Really?
There was this scene, first meeting ni Batman and Scarecrow was that Batman inhaled the fear toxin. Then he saw his parents. Same thing happened to Batman Begins.
So we have to thank the writers. It was primarily Paul Dini for Batman the animated.
Second meeting nila sa movie, diba, it was the other way around. Scarecrow was the one who inhaled the fear toxin. He saw in Batman, a very scary Batman.
Yeah.
That was taken from the episode. He saw a very brooding bat.
I should look for that Scarecrow episode online. I also wanted to ask you, were you happy when sa Suicide Squad there was this parang Harley Quinn dancing with Joker na it's taken from, it was an Alex Ross cover pero animated series Harley Quinn which was pretty cool.
The costume.
Yes.
I was sad about the movie kasi parang it was all hype.
Yeah, but it made more money than BVS.
It did?
It did.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, the Suicide
I enjoyed BVS more than Suicide Squad. Pero I like Suicide Squad for the Easter eggs. Ang dami nun.
But have you seen the uncut, the longer version of BVS?
I did.
Is it better than...
Way better. Way better.
But how long is the runtime?
Plus 30 minutes, so it's around
3 hours.
3 hours.
Okay.
Kasi I also watched the extended version of Suicide Squad. Parang I didn't see the difference.
Oh.
Ako parang sabi ko, parang ito lang yung pinanood ko sa movies. So, unlike with BVS that, now I understand bakit hindi nakita ni Superman yung bomb sa... So there was a build-up. For Suicide Squad, parang it's the same story. I'm not sure which scenes they added, which scenes they enhanced. But I didn't see that.
Okay. But this year we'll get Justice League, correct?
Yes.
November. Let's see. But Jason, in a sense, thinks that for as long as Zack Snyder is involved, it's not gonna happen. But I saw some report that Wonder Woman was good also.
Good. Not good.
Yeah. So, but maybe it's
there are reports saying na Wonder Woman is not good. But shout out to Hubert Carmichael. He was able to discuss about this. Parang 2 years ago, I think someone in the forum sites talking about the movies. This guy was working for a studio or something.
Okay.
The guy was asked, parang, what do you think about the upcoming movies? BVS is bad, Suicide Squad is bad. He was spot on. He said na parang one of his predictions was Civil War is bad. Not that good as the other Marvel films. Basta he's very spot on. Then he was asked about Wonder Woman.
And what did he say?
He said it will be good. So, I'm not gonna bank on that statement. But
Civil War was an awesome movie. Okay.
But I'm more excited with Wonder Woman than Justice League.
But I think Wonder Woman will still make a killing in the box office. So many girls.
It's a female character.
Yeah, I'm sure even the LGBT community will watch Wonder Woman. I have friends that were really, really excited for Wonder Woman. And if I'm not mistaken, Alan Heinberg is writing.
Yes.
With writer of the OC who wrote Young Avengers and Wonder Woman also. So I kind of have faith that Wonder Woman might be DC's first, DCEU's first success story.
Okay.
Maybe it's time.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
It's about time, eh.
As a comic book fan, you'd also want these movies to succeed so we can have more and more of these movies. So yun.
One thing I didn't like about BVS, parang very exclusive to the fans. Unlike Marvel films, diba? Parang,
For example sa BVS, what parts?
Let's say the scene with Batman watching the fight between Superman and Doomsday. Diba, like some fans would say, oh, ba't hindi nakikisali si Batman sa laban? Wala naman palang pwede
Okay,
siya.
okay.
But if you're a Batman fan, you'd know na he's planning something.
And he planned what?
The kryptonite gun.
He had the kryptonite gun of ano?
Yeah, diba, that's the one he hit Doomsday with prior to Superman stabbing the spear. Diba, there's a great footage there, parang nagpan yung camera. Then you'd see Batman dun sa lower right corner trying to survey the battlefield. So ang galing, parang pinoportray siya as a tactician talaga.
Versus someone who just fight. Yeah, because he can't fight Doomsday without any, he wasn't even in his armor.
Mm.
Yeah, okay.
Unlike, parang if you watch Marvel films, parang it attracts you to read the comic books eh.
Because I guess yung nakuha na nila maybe it's a Disney influence or the jokes are there, but the jokes aren't campy. The jokes work. You'd have a balance of laughter and sadness and ayun. But I hope that Justice League is better than BVS, I guess, because it's the first time we're gonna see
the big
unfortunately
seven.
some of my friends na hindi sila kinilig dun sa Trinity scene.
Okay.
Unlike the camera circling around the Avengers as the first one. They were looking into the sky and camera was circling around them. Versus the Trinity scene and then I think it was the Wonder Woman theme song playing. So it didn't work eh. Na Trinity tapos Amazonian music yung yeah. So those are my points lang. But I watched BVS with Jason and I saw it after all these reviews came in already. And said, it's not that bad. But ano yung mali? And then I saw it again. Okay, I see some points, but it's still...
Yeah, some are valid naman.
This is the first time we're seeing Batman and Superman and Wonder Woman. And let's just be thankful. So yun. Okay, so we're nearing the hour. Paolo, thank you very much for joining me. Geek Speak. Sayang lang, Jason, we missed you. We would have discussed more of Batman, the animated series. But, Paolo, for the Batman aficionados out there, if they were to take the collection or buy in iTunes the Batman, the animated series episode, what episode will you recommend?
Beware of the Greek Ghost.
Beware of the Greek Ghost. Sige.
One, because it's Adam West.
Yun nga, yes. It was Adam West.
You forgot to mention.
We forgot to mention Adam West. Yeah, that was the other cool thing. Na transition.
Yes.
The voice, because Adam West also voiced
Batman.
the Hanna-Barbera.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then if you want to read the book that's related to the Batman animated series, pick up the most recent one by Paul Dini.
Okay.
The Night of the Batman.
Okay.
Something like that.
And this I haven't admitted on air, but I think that the best rogues gallery for any superhero is really Batman's villains.
Yes.
Closely followed by Spider-Man's. Okay, so Marvel best in Spider-Man, but if you put them all together, galing talaga ng rogues ni Batman.
It's very diverse.
There, yes.
Diverse yung rogues.
Yeah. But also have Sinister Six okay din. And yun, it's Spidey's villains versus Batman's.
Well, so it always has been Batman versus Spidey.
Marvel. Because Batman is the face of DC.
And
Spidey, do you agree that Batman is the face of DC?
Yeah.
Kasi Detective Comics na ang DC.
Yep.
Not Action Comics.
Sorry, just check out the numbers. It's always Batman number 1.
And even for licensing.
Yes.
Okay. Ito na yung...
Same thing with Marvel.
So next time na ang side ni... I think there's a Superman hater inside Paolo.
No.
Okay, so Paolo, thanks again.
Thank you, Jiggy.
You wanna say something to TDKPH?
Yeah, for the listeners na lang of Geek Speak, I have a gift for you. Just share the post online, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Just post the link. And Jiggy, hashtag Geek Speak Batman BTAS.
Geek Speak BTAS.
Yeah. Then Jiggy will pick a winner. We'll give 2 tickets for the Lego Batman.
Okay, cool. Sige. On Feb 11.
Yeah.
SM
11.
Mega Mall.
Cinema 5.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Paolo. So we'll see you after Lego Batman. We'll discuss Lego Batman, Jason, and some maybe other members of TDKPH.
And we can also invite PinoyLUG, the Lego group.
Leslie.
Yeah, Leslie.
Leslie, who's the biggest Superman fan I know. Okay. All right. Thanks, guys.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you.